Ms. Z, at the beginning of the year, I tried to learn her whole big long name, and then one day, one of the kids said, "You mean Ms. Z?" And I made it really easy. So I want to thank her for the program and the philosophy behind the program. We had some conversations at the beginning of the year, and we know that kind of the feeling of community spirit and giving is alive and well at Borough School, Borough, whatever our name is. I'm actually running between like 6 things today. So I knew I would make it on time. But anyway, they're ready. I hope you are ready. Lots of oohs and ahs when I open. Here we go.
Once upon a time, there was a girl named Nikki that lived with her grandmother and grandfather in the woods. Nikki's grandmother, who she called Baba, spent her time knitting Nikki sweaters, scarves, and other clothing. One day, Nikki asked Baba to knit her something special.
Baba, would you knit me some mittens? I want mittens that are as white as the snow.
Of course, Baba would happily make Nikki a pair of mittens, but she did not think that white was really first her color. She was afraid that Nikki would lose in the snow.
No, Nikki, you should pick blue, red, or yellow.
I don't think so, Nikki. White doesn't show in the snow. Please. In the end, Nikki did get her way. Baba did make her a pair of new mittens that were pure white, and Nikki knew how to play in the snow. Be careful not to drop your mittens. They will be hard to find in the snow.
Okay, Baba, I gotta go. Sure enough, just as Baba had said, she soon dropped one of her mittens. Nikki walked away from it and never even noticed it was missing. She was just too excited about the beautiful sparkling snow and the snowflakes falling all around.
Now it was very cold outside. A fox, tired from running along, discovered the mitten and ball inside. It was cozy and warm and just right size. This looks like a perfect home for me. By and by along came two rabbits and a raccoon. They were very close, but when they saw the mitten, they thought it would make a nice warm home.
Lord, it sure is cold out here. I wish we could find a warm place to burrow for a while.
Look what I found. This looks like a nice warm home. The fox didn't want to show his new home, but when he saw the kickles on the rabbits, he scooted over. Next, a hedgehog came snuffling along, having spent the day looking for something to eat. She decided to go inside and warm herself.
Well, it's pretty cold out here in the snow and the ice, and that warm mitten's looking pretty nice. Move over, and let me in.
But the animals didn't think there was anywhere room for any more animals in the mitten, and they said,
No room. You can't come in, there's just no room.
the animals did not want to share the mitten, but when they saw the big pickles, they moved over. Soon along came two wolves. They were very cold and thought the warm cozy mitten would make a good home.
Well, it's pretty cold out here in the snow and the ice, and that warm mitten looking pretty nice. Move over, and let me in.
But the animals did not think there was any more room for any more animals in the mitten. So they said,
No room. You can't come in, there's just no room.
the animals did not want to share the mitten, but when they saw his big teeth, they moved over. So the wolf climbed inside with the fox, rabbit, raccoon, and the hedgehog, and the mitten stretched a little bit more. Soon along flew an owl. She was just a very cold owl and thought the nice warm home mitten would make a nice home. Well, it's pretty cold out here in the snow and ice, and that warm mitten's looking pretty nice. Move over and let me in. But the moms, they quickly let her in. So the owl climbed inside with the wolf, hedgehog, rabbit, raccoon, and the fox, and the mitten stretched a little bit more. Next came a chilly badger. She spotted the mitten and thought it would make a warm, cozy home.
Well, it's pretty cold out here in the snow and ice, and that one makes me feel pretty nice. Move over, and let me in.
But the animals did not think there was any more room for any more animals in the mitten. So they said,
No room, you can't come in, there's just no room.
the animals did not want to share the mitten, but when they saw the big diggers, they moved over. So the badger climbed inside with the other animals and the mitten stretched a little bit more. Soon along came a very big and very cold bear who saw the mitten and thought it would make a warm and cozy home. Oh, it's pretty cold. But the animals didn't think there was any more room for any more animals in the mitten. So they said,
No room, you can't come in, there's just no room.
the animals did not want to share the mitten, but who would remove the bear? So they quickly moved over. So the bear climbed inside with the badger, the owl, the wolves, the hedgehog, the rabbits, the raccoon, and the fox, and the mitten stretched just about as far as it could go, but still Bob was getting good knitting held back. Along came the mouse. He was just a really cool mouse, and he was very cold. When he saw the warm mitten, he wanted to get inside too.
Well, it's pretty cool out here in the snow and the ice, and that farm is looking pretty nice. Move over, and let me in.
But the animals did not think there was any more room for any more animals in the mitten. So they said,
No room, you can't come in, there's just no room. The poor little mouse just shivered and stared at them sadly. The animals looked at the little tiny mouse and just rolled their eyes. The bear looked at the badger looked at the owl looked at the wolves looked at the hedgehog looked at the raccoon looked at the rabbits looked at the fox, and then they all just let out a heavy sigh and moved over just enough to let the little mouse squeeze in. And then something happened. The bear sneezed, burst the mitten. All of the animals came tumbling out. And so that was the end of Mickey's mitten. When she went home that night, she had to tell Baba that she had lost it. And that she had said. And of course, she never did find
Frosty the Snowman.
Please join us in the classroom for refreshments.
I want to thank you again for coming, and just so you know that how there is truly a circle of life, she'll hate this label for as long as she's here. Take your mask off. This is Pearl, and I want you to know that her mother was in my first grade room many years ago. Sure that I'll still be doing this when Pearl is here. But it's really fascinating how all of this turns around for us. So thank you, Mrs. C. Thank you, second graders. And your room will be like Mitten. So just squeeze in.